Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Voice of Fire Tarot. And before I start, I would like to say thank you to all of you for your kind comments and your support. And I'm sorry that it has taken this length of time for me to come back and do another reading. But I'm back now and I intend this reading to really reflect what this channel was always meant to be, which is a place of support and guidance for you. So thank you for sticking with it and welcome back. So for this reading, I'm going to be talking about the subject of hidden talents. So all of us have talents that need to be expressed. Sometimes these talents can be locked away within us for many reasons. And the reasons for these can include unhelpful energies within ourselves and or from others or external situations, or from the playing out of karmic cycles and lessons for our soul development. Often it can be a combination of all of these things as well. So really discovering why these talents are hidden away and how to unlock them, I think will be extremely beneficial to all of us, as it will lead to enlightenment and empowerment on a soul level. And this will help us to live a more fulfilling and rewarding life. So to start, I will ask Spirit what hidden talents you have. You may be aware of this talent or you may not. I will then be asking why this talent is locked away and how it can be unlocked. And for this reading, I've chosen three crystals, three piles, three crystals. And each crystal to me, I felt had a kind of a mysterious quality to it. It looks interesting to me and mysterious, but it's also, I just see a lot of depth with these particular crystals, and it's like a lot belies the surface of it. There's a lot more the more further you look. And I think that was quite a nice way of reflecting them talents, things that we might know of or we don't know of, or things that people are not aware of that are within us and that are waiting to be unlocked. It's like a mystery waiting to be unlocked. And this is what I see with these crystals. So if you were to pick group 1 or pile 1, you would be selecting this lovely piece of golden Merlinite. Okay, if I just hold it up to the camera, I hope it's really doing the justice of how interesting this particular stone is. And for pile 2, you will be picking the Mariposite, and I hope I'm pronouncing that properly as well. Okay, and for pile 3, you will be selecting this lovely piece of ocean jasper. There aren't many varieties. This is more the kind of the ocular version of ocean jasper. Okay, so as usual, please take your time, use your intuition, pause the video if you need to, and select which of these groups, or groups, there might be more than one, so which of them resonates with you the most. Also, as usual, remember that these are general readings, so just take what resonates, with you and discard the rest. Okay? So lovely. So I hope you like this video. So if you do, please remember to, as usual, like, share, subscribe, all the usual things, and also remember to leave a comment as well. Okay? So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at your reading. Goodbye. Hello group 1 and welcome to your reading, and this reading will be about a hidden talent of yours which is waiting to be unlocked. And already when I'm connecting with this group, I get a really earthy feel about this group. But it's not just an earthy feel, it's an earthy feel to you, but you're able to make it really magical. It's like you're able to connect the two worlds. The earth, the three-dimensional. And when I'm saying the earth, the three-dimensional, I'm really strongly, what's drawn to me is the nature aspect of things, the natural world. So I'm thinking animals, I'm seeing a lot of feathers, I'm seeing a lot of, it's almost a shamanistic feel to it. I just feel like you have a deep, deep understanding of the animal kingdom. and you were able to communicate with animals almost telepathically, and you could look into their eyes, and it's sort of like you understand each other on a soul level. This isn't restricted to any particular type of animals, but you have a deep understanding and a deep respect for them. This is what I feel comes through, and it's almost like it is you're looking into their eyes and you can communicate with them telepathically, spiritually as well. And there's like a mutual knowing between yourself and another animal when you come across them. So I feel a lot of animals would be naturally drawn to your energy, drawn to your aura. So I think you're very, very connected to nature. And there's a deep love for animals that comes through, a deep respect. And possibly a lot of you feel, quite frustrated sometimes when you are amongst other people who don't share this talent, who don't share this wisdom that you have as well. So that's the general feel that I'm getting for this group. And I'm looking at this Merlinite, and it is a very mystical look to it. It's got an earthy feel to it, but it's like the earthy feel, the animal feel, is made to feel really magical as well. It's like combining the two. It's like you're able to see the mystical depths, or the depths of animals as well. So yeah, really, really interesting energy actually. A really comforting energy as well, I should say. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go with the tarot first. And I'd like to know, please, Spirit, what is this hidden talent of people in Group 1? What is this hidden talent of people in Group 1, please? So, what have we got? Group 1. Right. And on the bottom of the deck, we have a woman in a garden, and she's actually communicating with a bird, which is very, very apt as well. So I think you feel naturally very abundant in the outdoors, in nature, around nice things in nature, nice, beautiful scenery as well. So we have the Three of Cups. So very, very, there's a deep love, there's a celebration, there's like a unification here that I see. And then we have the Ten of Wands. And then we have the Magician. Wow. And with this Magician, what I instantly see is this ability for you to bring magic down to the earth plane. And with the Magician, he's able to make use of all the elements. This is a mental card. This is to do with the planet of Mercury, the energy of Mercury. And what he's doing is bringing a lot of esoteric knowledge, wisdom, and he's bringing it down onto earth. And, he's using water with the cups, pentacle, which would be the earth, the elements of earth, sword, which is air, and wand is fire. So you have a natural ability to connect all the different worlds, bring them together. And this is what I feel this shamanistic quality comes from. What I feel here, when I'm looking at this Ten of Wands, the instant thing I feel is that you've been carrying a lot of burdens and a lot of things through different lives. This is what I feel. And sometimes I feel there's a lot of pain that you're carrying. It's like it's almost like all the guilt and everything that what the human race has done to the animal kingdom, has done to the world. It's almost like you're carrying it, and the weight of it is almost too much. But this is what is actually also empowering you, because you have such a deep understanding, a deep empathy. This empowers you to bring that positive energy, to bring that magic to the world through the animal kingdom, which is what I'm seeing here with the Three of Cups as well. It's almost like you're connected with particular guides as well that are able to do that, are able to, to mix them energies as well. I see a lot of mixing of different kinds of energies, and you're able to make the earth, the nature, it's almost like you're able to see the whole frequency range of this energy of nature. Okay, in its three-dimensional sense, but also in its really, really mystical, but also very, very, we're talking ninth dimensional sense as well. So what I think we're going to do, I'm going to pick a clarify for this Ten of Wands. So I'd like to know a bit more about this Ten of Wands, please. So anything else, please, for group 1 in terms of this hidden talent that they have? It's almost like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and that you really want to do something about it. And sometimes you feel powerless to do something, but other times you feel really, really powerful. There's like 2 different energies going on. We have 8 of Swords, so that's really interesting. You can feel, I almost get a feeling of isolation, and you don't want to see what's going on around you. So for example, with people, possibly, or humanity, things you see in the news, things you hear, you don't want to see it, and this can make you feel quite restricted and quite isolated, quite alone and quite trapped as well. But I just feel that you have the ability to transmute this into something really, really wonderful and really, really magical, and bring that down to earth to help animals and to help humanity as well in turn, because that will help both of them. You're able to make things evolve, but I think at the moment you're carrying a lot. This is kind of giving a clue as well to why this is hidden, because you feel you can't communicate what you really feel, this wonderful gift you have with other people. There might be some that understand, that are on the same wavelength, but you feel quite restricted in a way. So let's have a look. I'm going to go to the first deck. Is my new the Dragon Oracle, I think it's called. So let's get a bit more information, please, for group 1. What talent or hidden gift do they have, please, that needs to be unlocked, that's waiting to be unlocked? Water Dragon. Wow. So here we have, helps you flow easily around obstacles. Christ light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities, go with the flow. And we have a beautiful green dragon. And what I see is this temple almost collapsing. I get this sense of Atlantis or past life, past civilizations. And what it's showing really is things that are man-made structures will collapse. They don't, but obviously nature still goes on. This is the feeling I'm getting from this, and I feel like this talent that you have, you carry through many, many different lives, and not all of these lives have been on Earth, and not all of them have been in the 3-dimensional either. I really, really feel that. But there's a definite flow to your energy, very, very empathic, very, very psychic as well. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go to my other deck as well, another new deck I recently bought. Let's have a little look. So any more information, please, about the hidden talent of people in group 1, please? Wow, got a lovely picture of a unicorn here. This is lovely. And very, very apt description, purity. And number 1, as we have here with the magician, this is a magician, I believe, in your instance, is in its higher polarity as well. Because sometimes a magician can be seen as a bit of a trickster in its low polarity, but in its upper polarity here, this is really the source of your power, extreme power for the good. This is what I see. And yeah, purity. You are pure, open spiritual eyes. Wow, look, open spiritual eyes. Okay, I feel a lot of you have probably been in a lot of darkness because of this deep, empathy that you have with the animal kingdom. And through this darkness, I think you've gained a lot of spiritual wisdom, spiritual, evolution, I think, for yourself, for your own spiritual journey. And this has brought you closer to the divine through animals. And yeah, as he's saying, open your spiritual eyes. They're open. They're already open. There's really a kind of like a lovely, like a playful innocence here. I'm pointing to the 3 of Cups. A playful, celebratory innocence to your energy, to this talent as well, which is really, really lovely. Okay, right. So the next question I'd like to ask, please, Spirit, I would like to know, why is it that this particular talent has been hidden? Why is it locked away? What's the reasons for this place? Make a bit of room. So we have the High Priestess, followed by, wow, all major arcana so far. So the High Priestess, Temperance, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So I'm looking at these two, and what I immediately thought was that I'm getting the word calibration. It's almost like you're calibrating your energies. You're trying to get the best balance of them before you bring it out into the world, into something tangible. And the Page of Pentacles, he's obviously an earthly messenger, but often the things that he brings to earth, the messages that he brings to earth, are often of a very spiritual, esoteric, or occult nature. And it's almost like you're trying to refine your energies. This is what I see with the Temperance card as well. You're trying to find the right balance. You can see he's mixing the water with the cups. He's got his foot in the water. We have the third eye as well, lighten up. I think we have a crown in the background. He's got this red with his wings, which is really, really fiery as well. I believe he is the Archangel Michael as well. And obviously the High Priestess is to do really with soul development. I think something's happening with your soul development at the moment. And also the High Priestess is also to do with, a deep psychic ability, a deep psychic sense that is evolving at the moment. So it's almost like things are being primed, things are being calibrated, and this is going to be the outcome. You will be, because what I think it is, you are going to be a messenger for this particular message, but Spirit is working with you on a soul level and trying to get this right. This is Spirit through your guides. They're helping you to try and get this balance of energies right, so you bring it out into the world in the right way. Wow, very interesting take on this. So I'd like to know more about this message, the Page of Pentacles. What message is being brought through, or more details about the message, I should say. Wow, Two of Wands. Now, what I feel is very, very interesting is, wow, look at this. We have the Magician on the bottom. So this gives you a bit of an idea about the power of that ability. Remember, it's interesting as well. We have the One, which is a masculine essence of power, bringing things out. The power of the will to make things a reality. And we have Two, which is the feminine energy, the receptive, the psychic energy. So these are blended together as well. And also with the Two of Wands, if you notice, he's actually looking back and he's holding the earth in his hands. So what he's doing, he's actually in your instance, I feel that he's drawing energy and insight and wisdom from the past. So again, this is you. I feel like you're bringing a lot of wisdom and insights from your past lives, possibly from the Akashic records. You're possibly very, very tuned into that, and you're bringing that wisdom to you on earth so that you can go forward with this wonderful talent. And now you can see this golden light. It's almost like this pentacle is emitting this golden light. This is you ready to reveal it. Wonderful. Okay. So I'm going to go back to, well, actually I'm going to use this deck, I think. Intuitive Life Coaching deck. Okay. So why is this talent hidden away? What are the reasons for this? Trust and forgiveness. It is time for you to let down your guard and learn to trust again. Yes, I think, something could have happened in this life or even earlier than that. And I think, I almost feel it's like you're trying to trust the human race to be evolved enough to actually accept this message that you have, this love for the animal kingdom, something really, really powerful. And it's almost like you're waiting, and Spirit is actually building this trust within you. Because when you let your guard down, enough to trust again, this is when you can really, really bring this message through, of this talent through, I should say. Okay. Anything else? I think I'm going to go. To this one, I think. Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Yeah, so I'm thinking there is some sort of a soul lesson or karmic cycle playing out here. And it is to do with your trust of your own species, really, of the human race as well. I feel there's a big trust things coming around. We have this Ten of Wands here, which is also to do with end of cycles, and you're carrying a lot of things. What they're saying is time to let this guard. This is definitely like a guard. Like I see a lot of guards actually around on this Eight of Swords card and the Ten of Wands card. So it's time to let this guard down and let this lovely flowing psychic energy come through. Okay, because you have a very, very pure energy about you. All right, so this is what's happening. So yes, energetic shift. Things are being calibrated at the moment. Okay, right. So to end the reading, I would like to know, please, what can people in Group 1 do to really help the unlocking of this particular talent, please? What can they do? Okay. So we have the Five of Cups, followed by the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Wands. Lovely. And you can see she has a cat with her as well. So definitely some sort of telepathic communication between you and animals. It's like the animals are your familiars. I really, really feel a lot of you probably feel more closer to animals than you do to other human beings as well. And what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a progression from darkness to this lovely expressiveness. You can see this Five of Cups. He's actually got his head hidden down, hidden within his cloak. There's a lot of sadness here, there's a lot of grief, and I feel that needs to be worked through at the moment. And it's almost like Spirit is saying, just give yourself time to work through this, because you are coming to the end of a cycle. This is all this grief that you've been carrying. What's happening is, with this grief, you are getting a lot of wisdom from this as well. And what they're saying is actually to work on something really, really, it's almost like there's something quite three-dimensional that you could possibly work on to bring out this talent. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you will probably know what this is. So this could be anything really. And what I'm feeling here is very much to do with your own self-expression. This is you expressing this particular talent in the best way possible, and you feeling totally comfortable with it as well. And yeah, and you have the cat approves as well. This is the animal kingdom approving. Yeah. So I'm feeling it could be anything really. It could be to do with writing. It could be to do with opening a business. It could be working on some sort of animal sanctuary, stuff like that. Anything like that really as well. So let's get a bit more. I'd like to know about this. No, I think I'm going to go for the Eight of Pentacles. I'd like to know more about this Eight of Pentacles, please. I'd like to know, obviously this will be different for each one of you, but I'd like to know a bit more about the general energy of this Eight of Pentacles. It just feels like Spirit is saying that you need to allow time for this grief process to happen. Because this is actually, as I said before, it's almost like you are getting empowered by this as well. It's almost like giving you experience and giving you wisdom. Yeah, natural cycle. We have the Justice card here, and we have balance. What it's saying is just focus on the task in hand. Don't push yourself. Cycles are naturally happening, and the Justice card is the karmic card as well. There's a resolution that is naturally taking place, and what will happen is this will naturally happen. And it's almost like you'll naturally pick up this hammer and this anvil metaphorically, and you'll start working on bringing this wonderful, wonderful gift out as well. This ability to communicate with animals, to communicate with them, and yeah, to communicate wonderful messages about them to the world as well. Okay, so we'll go back to this dragon deck, I think. Anything else for group 1, please? We have Earth and Air Dragon. So represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, so grounding the visions, okay? Manifest your hopes and dreams, okay? And here we have stay balanced, okay? Wow. And remember what I talked about, we were talking about the perfect balance of heaven and earth, them high frequencies, 9th dimensional frequencies, and the 3-dimensional. I believe you have that ability to bring the two together, but there's a balance that needs to take place as well. Okay, so one last card. We'll go to this one. One last card, please, for people in group 1. 2 there, I think. That wanted to come out. One more, please. Arise. Now that's really lovely. So I'm going to go over the first one that came out. So the first card that came out was this card. So it is Divine Masculine. 4, rise of true, gentle power, true strength. And I think this energy is what really personifies your energy as well for group 1. A lot of you in group 1, it's a gentle masculinity about it. It's not about, riding through roughshod. It's about actually having that really lovely blend of feminine and masculine. But remember, the magician is a masculine essence of it. And there's a real gentleness to it. And we have the dolphins here. And we see the different dimensions. We have the high dimensions, the lower dimensions as well. It's almost like they're all mixing together. And very, very faintly, it's very strange. I have some sort of, it's almost like a karmic symbol in the background as well, behind this pink. Wow. And this card as well, we're talking about the rising, the things starting to rise. We have arise, which is know and flow as the love you are, and bliss. And we have dolphins again as well. Okay. Beautiful. Wow. It's almost like some of you might have been star seeds in, Mintaka, somewhere like that. And, you possibly could have come from that sort of thing. So you have that natural affinity with the animal kingdom. This is beautiful. So I hope that was okay, group 1. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and also leave a comment. So thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Mariposite crystal, and this reading will be about a talent of yours which is hidden away, and something that, it's a talent that is waiting to be unlocked. Okay, and when connecting to your energies, group 2, I'm seeing a lot of pink, and it's fun. I'm getting an image of a ballerina as well. So I think a lot of you might have some sort of hidden talent with, in the medium of dance. I'm getting quite a musical or artistic sense of this group as well. So I think a lot of you are able to express yourself musically, through, it could be through painting, it could be through dance as well, or any other kind of thing as well. So it's quite a colourful group, but I'm seeing quite a lot of pink as well. So it's almost like I get the sense that a lot of you like to be surrounded by really nice things. So you could be into sort of interior design. That could be something that's quite strong with you. And for some reason as well, this, you might be aware of this or not. I feel that a lot of you are aware of this hidden talent, but for some reason it is locked away and it is waiting to be unlocked. So let us begin by looking a bit deeper using the tarot and the oracles. So, okay, so Spirit, please can you give me some information about the hidden talent of people in group 2 that is waiting to be unlocked, please? Okay, so we got, right, we have the 5 of Swords, followed by the Devil, followed by Judgment. Wow, okay. It's almost like you can communicate things that are quite difficult, things that are quite dark, in a very, very interesting, artistic way. I can imagine you writing plays about things that are quite, almost like the darker side of humanity. With this Judgment card, I feel like you really have a calling to do it. But I really see here that you're able to transmute a lot of quite dark energies. Remember, I saw that pink as well. I'm seeing the dark energies here with this cloudiness, this murkiness of the this 5 of Swords card. After I see a lot of mistrust and isolation in this card as well, and there's a lot of different meanings of this card, but it's quite negative. But also 5 is the number of challenge as well, and also you have the Devil, which also deals with the darker side of things, also doubts. A lot of things to do with doubts, that voice that's telling us that we can't do something or we're not good at something. It's almost like you are this Archangel Gabriel in a way. Not that you are actually, but you've got that similar kind of energy. That what you're doing, you're awakening people from this kind of slumber. Okay, from these low densities energy through your art. This is what I'm feeling. You can really wake them up from this, and it's like you bring a new lease of life into things. But it's almost like I do still think that you can communicate something that's quite difficult, and express it through your art. So it could be through literally painting or dancing, something like that. And you express it in a particular way that people can relate to. Okay. And it's almost like it brings people together as well, which is really interesting. Okay, so I want to know a bit more about all of these cards. So I'm just going to get some clarifiers. So please going to have more information for people in group 2 about this talent of theirs that is waiting to be unlocked, that is hidden at the moment. Okay, so for the 5 of Swords, Devil, and the Judgment card. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is bringing new light, new inspiration, fire, ideas as well. It's almost like you bring new beginnings. We have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. And then wow, what a combination, the Magician. So I feel you are very, very powerful. And I think you communicate really, really powerful messages in the things you produce. So it could be music, it could be painting, anything really, anything artistic. And you bring this through in a really, really powerful way. And you are bringing messages down to people and you are waking them up. Okay, so you might be into, writing horror novels or writing about, things like apocalypse, about the apocalypse, anything like that, or the darker side of humanity. And I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, that you're giving people direction and a purpose. And I do feel a strong leadership energy with you as well. And there's a real sense that you are able to go into the dark side of things, and this is where you start to communicate. I see a lot of creativity happening here. I see you communicating with your spirit guides through going into this darkness. This is where you can really, your creativity starts to expand exponentially when you go into this darkness. It's almost like you're not afraid to face it because you can bring something good and something powerful out of it. And so it's not so serious anymore. Okay. And sometimes the best way to make things that are difficult, not so serious, is actually to express them in some kind of way. And this is almost like when you express it, it's like a release valve and it enables life to go on. Is what I feel. I'm seeing this with this Knight of Pentacles as well. And again, it's a dark horse and we have the darkness. There's a lot of darkness here, I see, but you're able to go into that and you come out of it, out of this murkiness. And it's like you're holding a vision and it's almost like you're in it for the long term as well. Okay. And I do really feel that people follow you. You're able to wake people up as well. Wow. Okay. And with that pink light, I was seeing that pink sort of colour, I do really feel that you are very tied into the energy. When we're talking about our chakras, so we have the green would resemble the heart chakra, but we also have, for the heart chakra, we have the colour pink, which is to do with our higher heart. Okay, and I feel that this is being activated for you, this higher heart energy, because you might have been through some very difficult things. You've seen the dark side of things. And this is actually, it's almost increased your empathy as well, and just increased you and evolved you spiritually. This is what I feel. Okay, right, so I'm going to go to this dragon deck. Let's get a bit of information, please, for people in group 2 about their hidden talent. Omega Dragon, wow. Harness the divine feminine power of creation. Intention, hold your vision. And I'm seeing here that he's holding that vision. Birth the higher consciousness. So you're bringing the higher consciousness into things, okay? Things that are very dense or very low vibration, you're able to bring like a higher view. You're able to connect these darker energies to very, very high frequency, that high frequency of love. And by doing that, you're able to transmute these very dense negative energies into something very powerful and into something very positive. This is what you were able to do. This goes much, this goes far beyond anything you do in 3-dimensional, because it's to do with your energy. I really feel it's to do with your energy and what you do with particular energies through the work that you do. It's a transmutation of the dark. And what I'm seeing here is it's almost like a dark egg here, and it's swirling within this dragon. And this is where creation is coming from. And you've noticed as well, the dragon is white, which is to do with purity. So you're able to bring that purity to very, very dark and very, very negative situations and transmute it, because you are naturally connected to the higher realms. You have a strong connection to the higher realms, and you have a strong relationship with your spirit guides as well. Okay. Wow. Let's see what we have here. All right, so anything else, please, about the hidden talent of people in group 2, please? Way of Pearls, liminal space, new energies, trust, time of growth. Wow. And what I'm seeing here that somebody is asleep, but actually they're almost getting energized, and you can see something's happening here with the crown chakra. We have the moon as well, and it's almost got a sort of a star seed look to it as well. But the liminal space, you're able to go to the liminal space. You're able to connect the lower energies, and you have a flow to you as well. Okay. And yeah, new energies. You are definitely able to bring new energies to things that are feeling quite decaying, things that need to be transmuted, basically. Things that need to be purified. I do really feel that you are a purifier of energies as well. Interesting. So now what I want to know is, why is this talent hidden away? Why is this talent of group 2 hidden away, please? Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Cups, followed by the Five of Wands. What I feel here instantly is that you are going through a period of healing. And this is healing of the heart because we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel that there's stuff that you're wading through energetically, because obviously if you're connected a lot to the darker side of things, or to, very negative energies, I feel like it's quite a difficult thing to do. I think you're going through, again, we have the number 5, which is the card of challenge. So I think you're almost like see a complex network of energies here, and you're constantly bashing through them, and you're finding a way at the moment to ground all this. And what I'm seeing here, I'm finding, when I see this King of Pentacles, in this particular sense, what I'm seeing is that it's almost like this king here is being consumed. Obviously, this card reading can change for different readings and different questions, but for this reading, I feel like this king is almost being consumed by the earth, and obviously everything's very dense. He's feeling really dense, and he's feeling consumed with the lower energies. And what's happened, what it's saying to me is that at the moment, you need to give your heart that space to actually heal. This is what's happening at the moment, because I feel being so exposed to these difficult energies has taken its toll on you. So what's happening at the moment is there's a natural process that's happening, okay? And there is intense healing going on. All right. Okay. Let's get a bit more information about... I want to know more about this Ace of Cups, please. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Interesting. So what this is telling me instantly is that once this healing has taken place, then your energy or this talent is able to come through with full force and with full focus. You see these wands that effortlessly gliding through the air, and you know by just looking at this card that they will hit their intended target. But at the moment, things feel a bit heavy, and there's a lot of there's a mishmash of energies and things that you're working through at the moment. But what they're saying is just focus on the heart, healing that heart. That's really, really important for you. Okay, so let's see what this Oracle card deck has to say about this. So why is this talent hidden? Why is it hidden away? Career transition. Your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. Yeah, and what I instantly feel looking at this Ace of Cups is that you really need, I feel that a lot of you in this group, you're not happy if you're doing something. It could be for a job, or when you're in for the bulk of your time. If your heart's not in it, so you're not happy. Okay, and this is what I think you're possibly battling with at the moment. Okay, and this might be causing a bit of resistance for you. It's like the more you're battling, the more resistance is actually taking place. You're feeling more heavy as well. Okay, your soul is communicating to you through this. Okay, your soul is saying to you that you need to drop this resistance and just let your heart flow with that love, basically, and then you're able to bring this talent through. Let's see, I'm going to go to this deck. So inner earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. Yeah, I feel almost like things feel so heavy energetically that you're feeling possibly a bit unstable. Is that you need? I feel like you need to. Things need to be a bit lighter for you. These energies need to be transmuted for yourself. You're able to do it for other people, but I think what's happened is because I think you do a lot for other people, and what's happened is you might have neglected your own self-care, and this is what's happened here, and this has made you feel very, very unstable on the earth plane. So yeah, what they're saying to me is that you need to do things, even if it's not your main career outside of your job. You need to be engaging in things that you enjoy, things that your heart wants to do. And when you're doing this is really your soul will tell you, yes, you're doing something that you love, that you have a passion for, and what happens is this energy will expand out into everything, and it will start to be reflected in everything, including your career, and things will naturally change, and these energetic blockages will actually start to drop and start to dissolve, and then you're able to really fly basically towards your intended target, towards actually becoming much more stable, laying these foundations, okay, for yourself. Just like you're able to do for other people, you're able to do this for yourself. But yeah, I feel what they're saying is try and do things that you enjoy, things that you love, and this will start to happen. Okay, so I'd like to know any more information, please, for people in group 2 on what they can do to help unlock this talent so it is no longer hidden. Okay, so we have the Magician. Remember, we had the Magician here. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. And this is very interesting, actually. We have another 5. And then we have the Tower. So what I see here instantly is for you to really, what they want you to do is really focus on your own self-power and your self-belief. This Five of Pentacles, I really feel that there might be, at the moment, because of all this clashing of different energies and you be feeling very, very heavy and dense, that what's happened is this is causing resistance and is not allowing this self-belief to come through. This is what I'm feeling here. Because this Tower, this is about allowing a change to happen. It might feel quite disruptive and quite difficult, but I feel that you need to allow it to happen. This is what it's saying. Don't resist. The more resistance you really put up, the more things won't change. Okay, and by allowing this transformation to take place, you know what I mean? It's very, very, very Scorpionic energy. Allowing this transformation to take place, you will go from the Five of Pentacles to the Magician. Okay, so I'm feeling that a lot of you are probably feeling this kind of Five of Pentacles energy. You might feel that you don't have enough money to do particular things, to express yourself or to express your talent in the way that you want to. You probably, you could be in a job that's making you feel like this. It's not giving you much time when you get home at night, or whichever kind of job you do. All you're thinking about is money and how you're going to afford to actually express this talent. But what they're saying is, I feel that Spirit wants you to elevate your energies. No matter what's happening in the 3-dimensional, they want you to elevate this energy. And what will happen is you will naturally start to attract much more power to yourself. And remember, with the magician has that belief that the magician can do anything. They can transmute anything from the other dimensions into the 3-dimensional. You can make anything you want happen for yourself. So I really feel there's a need for you to have a lot of really build on your self-belief as well. And what will help with that is this Ace of Cups energy, really focusing on what makes your heart sing. Really, really important for you. I'm going to go to this dragon deck again, I think. So information for people in group 2. How can they help to unlock this talent? We have Green Gold Dragon from Sirius. Here we go. Brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. Wow. And I see a lot of sacred knowledge coming through here with this magician. Remember, this magician is to do with Mercury as well. Interesting. I'd like to know more about this spiritual knowledge, please. Let's have a look. We have Source Dragon. Wow. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Okay. Be in the moment. Yeah, it's definitely about being in the moment. Not worrying about what's going to happen in the future, what's already happened. They want you to be in the moment. Live by the moment, basically. And this will put you into your ultimate power, because, by doing that, you are connecting directly to Source. Okay, and you're able to wield a lot of power here and bring through a lot of knowledge as well. Wow. We're talking about technology, spiritual technology. This is about you connecting, really. Technology is to do with progress as well. Very, very high vibrational. Okay. One last card. I'm going to go back to this deck, I think. Cosmic Self. You are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. Yes, definitely to do with self-confidence here. You are a cosmic being. You have a very, very high vibration about you. It's really about remembering who you actually are. You aren't. This is not you. The Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Devil. What it's saying is you are naturally connected to really, really high vibrations, possibly starseeds. I think very, 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 very strongly you were starseeds, of starseed origin, and you have the ability to actually transmute these energies, elevate these energies, really increase the vibration of them, to dissolve them, turn them into something really, really positive for the world, basically. You are directly or naturally able to connect with that source energy. Remember, we have this angelic frequency here. Okay, so very, very interesting reading. Thank you, Group 2. If you like that, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and also leave a comment if you wish to do so. Okay, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hello Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely piece of Ocean Jasper, and this reading will be about a hidden talent that you have, which is hidden away and is waiting to be unlocked. And whilst connecting to your energies, I was immediately drawn to this piece of clear quartz, and I spotted a tiny, tiny black spot in this. What I felt from this is that you were able to see very, very minute details that other people would just skim past. They wouldn't see it. And I feel that you can see patterns where other people wouldn't see it. So it's a very, very unusual and unique talent, ability to see details. And when you see a particular detail, no matter how small and mundane it is to other people, you were able to open up this particular detail, and this opens up many, many different perspectives and different worlds to you and to those around you. So very, very interesting energy. So I'd like to get a bit more information about this talent, please, Spirit, that people in Group 3 have, which is hidden and locked away. What's this hidden talent that they have, please? So we have the moon, okay. followed by the 5 of Swords, followed by the 9 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Now, I'm instantly drawn to the moon. That's the first thing I saw. And the moon is about things that are underneath the surface. It's about really the unseen. And whilst other people are in this very, very low, sort of that they're mixed up in their own anxieties, which I see with the 9 of Swords. This very low density, quite petty energy of like human beings, not all the time, but they can often have towards each other and the world around them. This creates a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of murkiness. But what you were able to do, you were able to see through this. I really feel that you were able to see through the illusion of things. You pick up on the small details. I think a lot of you in this group are very, very psychic, extremely psychic, and you are very, very clairvoyant. That's one keen skill that you have, and you can see the detail in the tiniest things that are under the surface, things that other people wouldn't see. And this is what I see with this moon card. Very, very interesting. Okay, I'm going to get more information about this moon card. I always feel as well that you were able to see, not just visually, but I feel that you can, it's like you have a keen sense of people's, because you've seen through illusion, you have a keen sense of people's true intentions, their true thoughts. You see through any crap, basically. You can see right through it. And this is that talent you have. Okay. You'd probably make very good detectives, I think, in this group. So for the moon. King of Cups. Wow. So this is water energy. And also, it's a very masculine energy as well. And what I feel, you've got the Queen of Cups, which is a very, very psychic card as well. It's receptive, it's a very reflective energy. This is as well with the King of Cups, but it's almost like you were able to, I feel like you're able to manage this and bring it out into bring it out into the world. I feel that you are very, very balanced, and I'm seeing this water here, and I'm seeing this as all the different energies on very, very different levels, from the 3-dimensional, 9th dimensional, 7th dimensional. You're able to really stay afloat in all of these different energies, and you're able to mix all these energies together. Because you have such a good handle on this whole frequency of energies, this is what gives you that ability to see that detail in things. Okay, wow. So let's see what we have. I'm going to go to this deck now. Okay. So more information, please, about this hidden talent that people in group 3 have. Silver lunar dragon. Look at that, with the moon in 2 of these cards. Lunar energy bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance. So you are very, very balanced, like this King of Cups, and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. Very, very high vibrational, high chakra as well. You're very, very connected to them higher realms. Very, very psychic. And yes, you bring peace to situations like this. Between people, you can bring people together. Okay, you see the fine details and things. And also, you're bringing peace and harmony to people who are very distraught, who are not in a position to see through illusion, to see what's around them. You're able to open up people's eyes because you have that vision. Very connected. Wow. Okay, what else have we got? So what is this hidden talent, please? More information on what this hidden talent is. Ooh, divine masculine. Okay, so actually we have the divine feminine and we also have the divine masculine. So you can bring the divine feminine. You have the right balance, really, of both of these energies. So the rise of true gentle power, true strength. Yeah, definitely. And again, this is all these blend. It's very watery. You have all these dolphins, but you have this blend of different levels or different dimensions, different levels or frequencies that you are naturally attuned to. Wow, very, very mystical, very, very mystical talent that you have. The ability to see through illusion. Okay, so what I want to know now, I would like to know, why is it that this talent is hidden away? Why is it hidden away? Which is very, very interesting because this moon is very much to do with the hidden as well. Why is it hidden away? So we have the Seven of Wands, followed by the World, followed by the Sun card. So I feel there's a sense that you need to connect to your inner child. I feel that there's some sort of detachment. So I'm seeing the inner child of the Sun. The Sun, yes, is very much to do with the inner child, but also to do with the masculine. The Sun is is a very, very masculine energy. It transmits or pushes out light to warm the earth, to light up the earth and all the other planets as well. And this is really the card of being totally, which is really interesting, because both of these cards are about being totally open in a good way to the world around you, to be interacting with the world around you. So these are very open cards, but this to me is the blockage. And I feel that you're battling with a lot of different energies and different problems at the moment. So I am feeling a degree of struggle with a lot of people in this group. And what this is doing, this is almost like it's blocking your third eye. This natural talent that you have is being blocked by things that you were going through. Energetic shifts and things that you were dealing with, obstacles that you were dealing with in the three-dimensional in your life at the moment. So let's get more information about this. So I'm going to go to this deck again, I think. So more information, please, about the Seven of Wands for people in group 3. About why this talent is hidden away. So we have the Nine of Cups. Interesting. So this is immediately telling me that you were on a particular frequency at the moment where you are detached from the talents that you actually have, and I'm seeing a lot of different talents here, and I'm seeing that they're hidden behind this curtain. Okay. And this Nine of Cups is to do with the wish fulfillment card as well. So I'm guessing at the moment, because of external circumstances around you and difficulties within yourself, to do with your own energy and your own difficulties, that this is almost cutting you off. It's almost like you're in some kind of fight or flight mode at the moment. That life is quite hard at the moment, that you're in a battle, but you are battling as well. Remember, in this card, this particular person, on the positive side of it, this particular person is on top. He has the higher ground. So I feel you're dealing with a lot at the moment, and this is cutting you off from this energy of the Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment as well. Because what this is saying to me is that this talent is definitely, it needs to be unlocked. It needs to be expressed to the world, as you would be doing with this world, the world and the Sun card as well. It really needs to be expressed. So this is the block at the moment. So I'd like to know more about this. So why is this talent blocked? Why is it hidden away? Locked away? Perception. You are getting ready to have a change or a shift in perception that will change everything. Okay. Yes, you could have particular, because of things that are happening to you and around you, this might be changing your perception. It could be putting you in these sort of dense energies like we have with the Five of Swords and, the Nine of Swords as well. And when you're in these dense energies, things do feel like a battle. And this does cloud your perception. And what this is saying to me is that there's a need for you to connect back to what you once were, your inner child, before all of this struggle came through. This needs to happen really on an energetic level. Okay, and once that happens, then you'll be able to express this talent really, really easily. Okay, what else do we have? I'm going to go to this deck, I think. I'm going to go again to the dragon deck. So why is this talent hidden? Silver dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. And I'm looking at the word higher. So at the moment, I feel like you're in a kind of a lower vibration at the moment. So access untapped resources, and I feel that you do have a lot of untapped resources because a lot of you in this group are extremely psychic. Look into your soul, see higher possibilities. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities out there for you, but it's to do with your perception of things at the moment, and it's to do with working with your own energy as well. Because sometimes, it's very difficult to really change. We can't change people. Even though we try to, at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to have an acceptance. Which is, when things are dragging you down, you need to have that acceptance to not accept that energy, to move on from the energy, okay? And this will help to change your perception. Okay, so what I'd like to know now, I'd like to know what people in group 3 can do to unlock this wonderful talent that they have. So, wow, we have the Hanged Man, followed by the Four of Swords, followed by the Devil. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is the need for you to rest, okay? Because this Seven of Wands, yes, it's good to fight and, good to battle. Sometimes we need to do that, but if it happens all the time, this will just exhaust us. So what Spirit is saying, now it is time for you to rest. This Four of Swords, I see you in repose, really, resting, and I get a strong sense of that you need to really work on possibly meditating. And what this will do, that's one form of thing, you don't have to meditate. It could be many different things that connect you to, to your natural psychic abilities, that increase your psychic abilities, that, connect you to them higher dimensions. The Hanged Man as well is very much to do with you connecting to the other dimensions, to other realms, to other worlds as well. And also with the Hanged Man, because he's hanging upside down, he's able to see things from a very, very different perspective. And this has given him the ability to change his perception. Remember, we have perception here. So what I want you to do, I want you to really pause from this this feeling of, this resistance, and just go with the flow, okay? This will enable you to tap into other realms, which you are naturally able to do, but you are blocked from doing that at the moment. So tap into other realms as well. And what this will do, this will highlight to you because I feel strongly for this group that there is shadow work that still needs to be undertaken in order for you to release this lovely, lovely energy and release this natural ability that you have to see these details as well. And we have the Devil here. I believe this is to do with you really accessing where them shadows are in your energy. Things that are difficult, but things that need to be really it's about integrating the shadow within yourself, not trying to battle it, but just trying to understand it. Because I think you can do this very well for other people. I think you'd be very good at possibly unblocking people's perceptions, making people see a different way of seeing things, which will release them from this energy. But at the moment, you are in this energy. So there's stuff, so you're able to help people with their own shadow, but what they're saying is it's time for you to work on your own shadow, I think, which will be really, really interesting for you. Very enlightening, difficult, but it will reveal a lot to you, and it will actually start to increase your frequency by doing this. Because what will happen is you'll start to unblock certain things that are blocking you from accessing this talent as well. I'd like to know more about this Devil card, so I'm going to go back to this deck, I think. I see the need for you to almost surrender. There's a feeling of surrendering here. And this will start to open up channels for you. Death. Wow. This is a really, really powerful combination. So what this is telling me is that there's a need for transformation to occur. This is very scorpionic. Death is not about physical death in the majority of reading. This is about transformation of energy. And the shadow here, the shadow energy that needs to be transmuted, that needs to be transformed in order for you to really bring out this hidden talent. Wow. Okay. Oh wow, and on the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess. So what they're asking you to do is really, really explore yourself, really connect with your soul, really get to know your guides, connect to your soul, connect to spirit. But in order to do that, you can't do that if you're doing this, basically. You need to give yourself that time, that space to really start to connect, but allow that to happen. Okay. Right, so let's see. I'm going to use this deck, I think. So any more information, please, for people in group 3 on how they can do this, how they can unlock this talent that they have. That's interesting. We had this for another reading. So Anunnaki light code. So we're coming from the darkness to the light. Energetic shift. New information. Remember, changes in perception. End of a cycle. Wow. Yeah. By you working through the shadow, by surrendering, you're actually bringing in light. You're bringing in light. And what light does, light illuminates. Remember, we have the full moon here. It's actually illuminating the darkness here. Wow. Okay, so what it's actually saying is use your own talent to look, to really figure out small details and look into higher realms. Use his talent on yourself, okay? And that is a way of you unlocking that talent. Any last words? I'm going to go back to the dragon deck, I think. Any last words, please, or advice for people in group 3 about unlocking this talent? Orange Gold Dragon from Arcturus, wow. Opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. Remember, his head is lighting up here, and we have we have Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, but this is all light. You are bringing in light. But I believe you doing this, you are being open to new knowledge. Yeah, and this is a golden age for you. I really, really believe that. I'd like to get another card, actually. Lilac Fire Dragon transmutes through the power of divine love. Okay, so transmutation of energy opens up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Remember, we have that inner child energy here. Yes, so this is what this will do. These cards are really symbolizing that energy of that death energy, really, that transformational energy of, integrating that shadow, working with that shadow in order to bring light and knowledge in for you. Okay, this is about really, really fine-tuning and elevating this psychic ability you have to see the smallest details and things, which will open things up to new worlds, new realms, different ways of seeing things as well. Okay, very interesting, very complex reading actually, group 3. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please remember to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please also leave a comment if you wish to do so. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and goodbye.